Beaver.
I think that's actually a RimWorld mod. Uranium beavers.
I did not know that. I didn't know of that one.
Let's see. Marinator is the second of Paris Covas Outer Worlds.
Marinator?
Yeah, okay.
No,
That's double.
Marvinor, not too much Terminator lately. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Solmarlon, it is thought that Marvinor formed too close to the Terras Cova stars and was thrown outward by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Okay, it has an orbital period of almost 666 years. A day of about 62 hours, no atmosphere, extremely low temperatures, and practically no gravity.
Oh, good thing it's not a habitable colony planet.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Solmarlon is one of Terras Cova's two outer worlds, significantly removed from the rest of the system, and with unstable elliptical orbits. It is thought they may have formed within 3 AU of the binary stars, so a second binary star system here. We forgot to check with the previous one, and were hurled outwards due to the instability of such an orbit. Solmarlon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct gray color. Okay.
Yeah, kind of a gray-blue, I would describe it.
Okay, and it doesn't actually show 2 stars.
Yeah, I don't think it's till Mass Effect 3 where you start actually seeing the number of stars on the map when you're not zoomed in.
Yeah. Because the star map gets changed up quite a bit. The goose? The goose?
Yeah, I'm used to it as the goose as well.
Okay, the goose from Untitled Goose Game is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. The goose has a low mass for its size and is tightly locked to the star Terras Cova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the Terminator. It goes around in 25 years and has... Okay, it has... Okay, that's not... I don't think that's supposed to... I think there's a bit missing here, because tide-locked is supposed to mean that the orbit and day are supposed to be the same length? Half pressure, very low, and half gravity as well. And you find some mercury. This goose is not going to be a menace to town, though. Ansarla is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amount of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar wind. Ansarla's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. Of course, because even in space, people will fucking litter.
Yep.
It's not too often that you find systems with 2 gas giants. Patamalrus.
Our solar system have...
Yeah, I know, but...
more to do, or do I only have 2?
Jupiter and Uranus.
I beg your pardon?
Let's see. Patamalrus's atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, Patamalrus's atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on Patamalrus. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Terrascova stars will blow off Malvarus's atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature on the surface to the minus 70s, where it is 450 at the moment. Oh yeah, we're not beating this. 90 atmosphere.
Yeah.
By the way, I actually misread this planet's name as well.
Again?
Yeah, there's many. Yeah, Patam Walrus.
Okay, in a day of 47 hours, orbital period of 15 years. Lower but pretty good gravity. And we found some iridium. Anything in this belt? Oh, yeah, there is. Been a bit since we found one of these.
Urbanatious asteroid.
While scanning the asteroid field in the Terrascova system, you picked up some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items discovered was a League of One medallion. Okay, that's one less that we need to find.
Yeah.
And Antibar. Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Okay, so that would raise it to minus 24 Celsius. Which, well, there's there's a colony on... Would you call it a colony? There's Novaria, which is technically inhabited. Okay, 3 years, 54 hours.
Inhabited. The best kind of inhabited.
And 1.1 gravity.
And whoever named this planet did not like bars.
Yeah, it felt like a pun, this one.
Maybe.
Like a reference?
This place seems to have mostly Russian names, or Russian-ish names, so maybe it means something in Russian.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Mako did not land hard enough to leave an imprint in the snow.
Oh, hello.
Ooh, that's new. An energy shield.
Oh yeah! And here I was thinking of food.
But just a giant gumball, it knew it.
Oh!
Yeah, I was thinking it's a gumball or a energy watermelon.
Missed.
And hello, Gorbus the
I
Thresher
caught
Moth.
most of that.
Wait, what do you name him?
I called him Gorbus the Thresher Moth.
Let's go with that.
Purpose the Thresher Moth.
Terry Treasure.
Just like a pun, Captain.
Yep. Okay, Terry
Do not
didn't like
insult
that.
I don't think he likes his name.
What about Terraformers the Invincible?
Well, we'll see on how invincible he is.
Or we can just call him
Yeah.
Terrence.
Terry,
Terrence
you
the Tiny.
motherfucker!
Terrence the Terraformer.
Also, you just made that. Also, you just made the damn thing prep.
Wait, the treasure mode drift?
No, the Mako.
No,
No.
he flew and made it drift.
Okay, okay.
Oh, look out.
We're a bit close to the border. There we go. Oh, not yet. There we go.
Also, I think you want to take a look at the chat, Captain.
Let's see. Aurora sensory tentacle. No, it is not sticking its dick out of the ground.
Yeah.
And apparently the thing did not like Geth.
Okay, the vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maw. At least they got what was coming to them.
Also,
Yeah.
Captain, I've been learning about octopuses from some YouTubers reacted to. Oh, I forgot what his name is. He talks about animals in a bit more comical way.
So not Casual Geographic,
I
because you'd
don't,
remember him.
Yeah, I would remember. Everything was Sack or something.
Oh, Australian?
No, that's Pass. Pats. Something. That one I would remember, but I have learned a lot of things about octopus's tentacles that I'm surprised how multi-purpose their tentacles are.
Okay, I
Like,
can't
they use them
identify
for
what
gripping
this
things, and they use the tentacle for taste things as well, and they also use for by the YouTuber's term, exploding to impregnate the female.
I mean,
Okay.
I've heard
a
of
specific tentacle for that, and only one.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but yeah,
just that. Sorry, I was just gonna say I've heard of going out with a bang, but that's a bit much.
yeah. So you see an octopus missing a tentacle, it's either lost, either sacrifice a tentacle to, yeah, they can do that. Sacrifice a tentacle to get rid of a predator, or it voluntarily lost it during mating.
It either lost it to battle or it lost it to quote-unquote battle.
Yeah, like octopuses are one of those things that you use when you learn, you wonder, what the heck did modern nature, what were they doing when they came up with that?
Let's see. Searching the ruins, you discover a protean data disk. The scavenger must have accidentally trapped himself inside while trying to recover it, then slowly died of starvation when the thresher mark killed his friends. A grim way to go. I
Yep.
can't...
Yep.
The helmet on this guy looks more Thurian, but the body is more human.
Curious? And also I see Aurora's replied.
That's your Aurora the Silence. Okay, I think I actually heard something. It might have been from Casual Geographic about one species of octopus that can literally rip their own dick off and chuck it at the female to go, to tell them to go fuck themselves.
That's
Disturbing.
a way to do it.
I think it is in part because the males have a habit of getting eaten by the female. Because they're much smaller.
So they came up with a smarter way than spiders.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not really. The other spiders are learned to bring offering.
And
That
if their
people-
offering
that
isn't
octopus just
enough,
doesn't-
they become the offering.
Yeah.
Magnesium.
Bloody heck.
That's like the jumping spiders. Like some of them, it's like they'll risk their ass dancing for the female, and even still, the female might bite them afterwards.
Yep.
Oh, bloody. Nature is both beautiful and horrifying.
Death nearby.
Ain't nature grand?
And yeah, no matter... I'm not entirely sure if I have arachnophobia. I just do not fucking like spiders, but it's not like I'm actively scared of them and such. Though, to be fair, phobia can mean fear of or hatred of.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
There's
no matter
something
how
I don't-
small your fucking spiders are, I do not want. Yeah, I
there's
will
something
kill
I
it
don't
with
get.
fire.
There's something I don't get about arachnophobia. Like, this is what I've seen so far. Like, for those that have it, they're afraid of spiders, but not scorpions.
Yeah, I think in part it's the eyes and such, and scorpions tend to be slower, I believe. Whereas
Yeah.
spiders tend to act like they're always high on fucking jet from Fallout.
That's
Certainly a picture.
I would say a description.
Okay, to be fair though, the spiders are necessary for pest control and such, and one of the best examples for that is like apparently the huntsman spider, in Australia, which on first thoughts when you hear that you must think, oh, those things are fucking poisonous as all hell. Apparently no, they are not. They're also apparently very scared of humans. So even though they are fucking huge, like 10, 12 inches, yes, having one in your house is actually a good thing, because as long as that is there, there's no fucking flies or anything in the house.
Yeah,
It's just that, well, you can get fucking jump scared by your roommate spider.
Yeah, besides cause car crashes, but they like to hide in those, you know, sun flaps in a car. So
Yeah.
you pull down that to block the sun, and then they fall out, but you're not ready for it, and crash the car.
Yeah, suddenly you have like a foot-wide set of legs on your legs, and good luck keeping calm with that fucking jump scare.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like we've been watching the same videos again.
Yeah. Like Five Nights at Freddy ain't got shit on that.
Okay, I can see
Second
it
verse,
looks
same
like
with the
a-
first.
It's not like a wasp or something, just it's missing certain parts.
Yeah, the wings.
Yeah, and
Okay,
for
this
some
one just
certain
fucks
angles,
off.
Yeah, and then depending on the angle, it kind of end up looking like a shoe at times.
But that's a prime. Those are two primes. The primes are the big ones, as you can see.
Yeah.
Basically, they are a version of power armor, you could say.
I think we learn it from 2, but in 2, we learned that the primes are actually like a secondary networking hub.
Yeah. They're basically their commanders.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So killing one is like killing 10 gas at once.
They're more
Well,
like
that is-
killing 10 weapons platforms of theirs. Okay.
I just remember something from Australia.
No.
I forgot the name of the snake, but it's one of the most venomous snakes in the world, and there's no cure for it.
And I believe it's also one of the smallest fucking ones.
Yeah, and yet its poison mainly to hunt mice.
Yeah.
Like, it's a case of why have such an overkill of a bite?
Why not?
Because Australia likes to act like everything needs to be hunted with a fucking railgun. Okay. Anti-Rumgun is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Anti-Rumgun has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance freighter patrols or frigate patrols dot the surface, but always the pirates return to ground their ship's drive charges, chip out some water ice, and trade slaves and stories. The deeper layers of Anti-Rumgun's interior are side-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirates drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. Of course.
Of course, improvised space rum.
Okay, 4-year orbital period, a day of 32 hours, no atmosphere though. Extremely low temperature, but still pretty good gravity. Okay.
Something about a light metal.
Bloody heck.
Yeah. Sagulrus is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous material pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. Okay. Orbital period of about 2 years, a day of 64 hours, half pressure, low temperature, and half gravity.
Yeah, also, the other planet we were at, I misread its name as well.
What did you read it
God,
as?
what did you misread?
Anti-rum gun.
Why is the
Somehow
rum
my
gun?
My brain somehow switched 2 letters around.
Pressure is a relatively small hydrogen and helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface of Pressure's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. Okay.
Huh.
So either he went to die here, and someone recovered his body, or, well, someone parked his ship here afterwards. Okay, Junthor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins have subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose descriptions defied translation for several centuries. When the sorry linguist finally managed the translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." And the crude scratches on the base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." Okay. This goes around real fast, 0.2 years, a day is 57 hours about, almost 1 atmosphere, low temperature, and almost 1 gravity as well.
Wait.
What?
This feels like a reference.
Could be.
Maybe. I was gonna say that maybe those alien left us as a warning to the rest, being like, if you find this, just beware. There's monsters out there in space.
Could be. Let's see. Scans revealed a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Juntor's smaller moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings. This Matriarch
Yeah,
must have been a
of course.
very prolific writer if we keep finding her stuff.
Yeah.
Rayingri is a small barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed VUDS by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Rayingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Rayingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Azari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. Of course. Not even a orbital period listed, probably because it won't survive its next orbit.
Yeah.
Day is
It
60
would be a cool
hours.
sight, though.
Okay, pretty good otherwise.
Wait, why are you landing?
Because the Geth are here. And it is. We're not going to hang around for literal centuries to wait for this thing to collapse.
No, look at the time, Captain.
Alright, yeah. Okay. We'll have to finish
I wonder if she
this,
can
the asteroid, and Vermeer next time then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, see if you can save here. Well, that would be interesting if you can.
Also, you lot need your upgrades. Advanced stasis, and master AI hacking, and first aid. Okay. Oh, and we got points still. Yeah, lift. We don't need no Uber here.
Definitely not.
No need no
Well,
Uber here.
We'll be returning to an interesting view, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can start on time on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, at least I had a decent excuse for today, for being late with dinner and such today, because, well, steak dinner.
Oh yeah.
And I had to do a bunch of shit because, okay, so we're trying to get my brother's files from high school so that he can, like, be able to enroll in college, and was like getting including like his book, his like note card, like the report on like what his grades are.
Oh yeah.
Before it used to be that you paid the school, waited some time, like 3 days to a week, and then came back and they'd give you your fucking notes. Now I apparently need to get, well, okay, you also had to come with a picture and like your ID,
Mm-hmm.
but overall it was a lot easier. Now you have to get the ID scanned, get the picture scanned, download this one specific piece of paper to sign off, and get that scanned and send all that shit as a PDF to some other guy.
Ugh.
Great.
God.
So just like pulling freaking teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
Okay.
got a bit of a process to sign for a family doctor. I gotta get myself a family doctor for stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
dear.
probably a good idea.
And apparently Neo 3 has released, as in NIOH, basically the Japanese Dark Souls-ish. We showcased the first one at one point. I didn't even know there was a third one in the works. Huh.
I kind of seen it around here and there. I didn't know it was a new though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we end the stream, of course, let's look for someone to raid. It isn't too busy, so I'll list out most of these. We've got Siren Ivy, who is playing We Happy Few. Katie is playing Dying Light the Beast. Jimmy McGinger is playing Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Jackson Sam, haven't seen them in a bit, I think, is playing Supermarket Simulator. Intro VT with League of Legends. Myriad Minds is playing Tunic. It's Mr. Castle is playing Helldivers 2. And for the last few, we've got Coradust with Species Unknown, Grem the Wolf with Rimworld, and last but not least, Oblique Omen with Abiotic Factor. I still want to get my hands on that game, but only really as a team game. Because it's
Yeah,
basically
same.
what if Black Mesa scientists poked another hole in reality and had to survive.
Yeah.
Okay, do any of these sound of interest to anyone, or shall I take a pick?
Honestly, I'm kind of interested this time in Abiotic Factor, but beyond that, I'm just kind of tired, and I'm just gonna call it here. I'm fucking tired. I'm finishing some work stuff, and I'm pretty certain I'm just gonna do down some meds and pass out.
Heck
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
rest up well, Ram.
Yeah,
You
rest
guys
wrong.
too. Have a good one.
Thank you for joining.
No problem.
Anyone else got inputs, or...
Yes, the game Rom said, "Oh, we raid Dervish fridge."
Okay,
Your choice.
leave a
Is what I
Krogan's fridge alone if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, don't come near my fridge or I'll bite you. Or headbutt you.
Okay, Oblique Omen it is then. So, copy, head to our place. Alright. / raid and paste. But before we get started, of course, thank you everyone who may be watching live or later. Thank you, Aurora. And let's see. Thank you, Knight, for lurking. Hello there. And thank you as always, Drakir, Rom, and Irvin.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
You're welcome indeed.
And yeah, tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to continue with Zenless Zone Zero. I've been recording some of the Swebian Temple stuff, but I think I'll probably upload that as a separate video because it has added up on quite a bit of length. So if we were to post-commentate that on stream, we'd be busy for an hour with that. So yeah, just going to upload that as an extra thing. And yeah, we'll be continuing with this and finally getting to Vermeer on Thursday. And Saturday, we've got more Witcher to go.
Yeah.
All right.
On Sunday, we did speak about on Sunday to maybe stream more Terminator.
Yeah, because we are practically at the finale of that, so... Okay, we'll have to see if ROM is available in the first place. So, yeah.
Yeah, hands up, maybe.
And yeah, we'll have to find another game to play with him after then.
No, we have the DLC still.
Right, yeah, but I keep forgetting DLCs and such.
There, Captain, there.
Okay, but for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And uninvited guest parties.
And yeah, this time I didn't press the button too early. Sorry about that last time. See ya.